Next week, no doubt gonna be the toughest match of my career. Let's get one thing clear. Marlon Bishop got nothing on me. Besides, he's a dumbass.
Can you give us an update on how Annie's doing?
Did you see the pain in his face? I don't know.
Oh, I know. I would have never thrown in the towel for my man.
Ah!
Brazilian bombshell, Christy James. Oh my gosh. They've gone out into the ring. Reka Tohaka is upset with the comments made by Christy James. Oh my gosh. He is physically having to restrain and remove Reka Tohaka.
Who are these bums that they keep putting in the ring with me? Looks like I'm gonna have to start booking my own matches around here.
Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Wrestling at the Gateway. This is Devotion Championship Wrestling. As always, I'm your host, Lauren Gardner, the Cicerone, and we have got quite a show for you planned today. Starting things off, a pure grudge match between Reka Tehaka and Christy James. After the events of last week, it will be a Falls Count Anywhere match. Also, longtime participant and locker room member of Devotion Championship Wrestling, Mean Mike, has talked to us, and he said that he would like to make a statement to the devoted faithful, says he has a groundbreaking announcement to make. And in our main event, the DCW Heavyweight Championship is being defended by the champion, Tom Chad, against the enforcer, Marlon Bishop. Weeks has led up to it, and with Manny Lemons out of the picture, Marlon Bishop will be stepping up to take his chance at the... Whoa, what's that? Wait, that's Echo. Folks, this is... I apologize, this is not a scheduled bout. Filter is throwing Echo around the arena right now. I apologize, folks. This is... I'm not really sure what's going on, but no, oh my gosh! Echo is I mean, all of maybe 150 pounds, 160 pounds at most, and oh my gosh! Oh, a sickening thud goes out throughout the arena here at the Gateway. A thud of Echo's back meeting the floor, but Filter's not finished, throwing Echo into the hardest part of the ring, that being the ring post. You've got audience members here getting out of the way of Filter. It's all anyone has been able to do to... Oh my gosh, we've got to get someone out here to stop this. JP, I'm sure he has called for someone, but as the show was just in the incubatory stages of beginning tonight, we haven't yet had a match. We've got some people waiting backstage, but oh no, come on, this is, oh, good night. Pitching Echo easily over the top rope. Filter has just literally destroyed Echo. Look at his face. This is, oh no, oh my gosh. Leveling Echo like a freight train, and Echo was sadly on the tracks. He's not done. He is not done yet. This is, come on. No. Oh. I guess this is what he meant when last week he told us that he was going to take things into his own hands and warned management that this was then on their hand.
No. I come all the way down here and I find out I'm not booked. I'm not booked. What a joke. I am the best guy you got in that locker room. I'm so sick of riding the bench. I'm so sick of the red tape. I'm tired of waiting, Russo. Going forward, what happens in DCW, it's out of my hands. It's not my responsibility. This is on you.
Words from Filter. Oh, come on, leave the cameraman alone. Oh, filter is unhinged, out of control, and honestly, I don't think he has a place here in DCW. This is too much, and I hope that Vince Russo and management do something about this, because he's completely out of control. Well, with this chaotic start, let's get things back on track. Christy James is waiting backstage with a message for Reka Tohaka about their upcoming match.
Rekka, last weekend, you came at me like a savage, like the lowly animal you are. If you just wanted to fight, you should have just asked. Like, I know I'm gonna win anyways, but I totally would have given you an opportunity to get your ass beat. So tonight, you and I are gonna fight. Yeah, but you know that 1, 2, 3 is gonna be the easiest part of my night, because I am going to make you cry. I am gonna make you bleed, and I am going to make you look like a pab, just like your husband. And you know what? When we fight tonight, it's gonna be a no DQ match. So may the best woman win, and don't worry, she will.
Collar and Elbow was founded on the traditional values of professional wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product intended to connect with people on an emotional level. A symbiotic relationship where one cannot flourish without the other. We strive to create a product that embodies our passion for professional wrestling expressed through street fashion. This is our company. This is our brand. For all of us who love wrestling, it belongs to us.
COVID has made us all a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Here, Mr. will not be admitted. This season.
Is this thing on? Are you all watching from your TV sets? And I ain't clowning around.
Welcome back to DCW. Let's turn to our ring announcer, JV, for the introduction of our first match.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. There are no disqualifications. Introducing first, from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Christy James.
Christy James, an international superstar. She has been everywhere from Mexico, the USA, Japan, and back again. This Brazilian bombshell packs quite a punch, and she's got a nice little samba there as well, showing off her Carnival roots. Hailing from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, background in mixed martial arts and capoeira. You may recognize her from AEW. We're happy to have her here. I just wish it was under better circumstances. Calling out Manny Lemons, saying that he's weak, and just challenging the integrity of Manny and his wife, Reka Tehaka. Not the best way to start things off, but that's how she's done it here at DCW.
And her opponent, from the Pacific Islands, she is the Polynesian Savage, Reka Tehaka!
Listen to that crowd applause. Reka Tehaka, one of the most favorite of the fans on the DCW roster. She is fired up with something to prove after beating down savagely Christy James last week, having to be removed from the... Oh, gosh. Christy James not taking any stops along this way, wants to get things right off the bat. Now remember, no DQs in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Can't be counted out if they leave the ring, so they can't be disqualified. And Jaynes delivers an STO lariat leg sweep, putting Rekka on her back, sucking wind. Christy James definitely not worried about winning over the devoted faithful here tonight. Coming off of the ropes with a devastating basement dropkick. Now, using that bottom rope, pressing the windpipe of Tehaka.
I'm technically allowed to do whatever I want. It's a no DQ match.
Jaynes taking time to let the fans know the rules, as they may not have been paying attention. I think she could do it in a little bit nicer way, though. Taking full advantage of this no DQ match, now pulling out a steel chair. Rekka brought chairs into the fray last week when the two of them were fighting out in the arena. Now, Jaynes is going to use one in kind to her advantage. Rekka with a defensive attack there from the supine position, but Christy James comes right down. Oh, gosh, pulling on the hair. And again, it's all legal, no disqualification, into a rear naked choke, pulling Tehaka into the center of the ring. Oh, gosh. Jaynes with a Tapa Nakata echoing out into the arena. Irish whip off the ropes. And a spine buster delivered. Rekka has yet been able to even get time to set any sort of offense in this match. Jaynes now returning to that chair. Rekka, not able to get out of the way. A double dose there. And Jaynes has got to be feeling very confident about her odds. She came at it full bore from the beginning. Goes for a pinfall, two. Kicks out at 2. Our junior senior official Kid Ref officiating this match into a full Nelson scissors combination right now. Rekka is in big trouble. She needs to do something if this is going to keep on going. Transitioning now into a side anaconda vice, all the while still with the body scissors. 2 is counted. Rekka kicks out. Both competitors up to their feet now. Jaynes throws Tehaka into the corner, racking her back against the turnbuckles, and now delivering sled shots right into her abdomen. Steps in, gets a pace. Rekka comes back with a back elbow onto the second rope. Sets up a sunset flip, goes for the pin. 1, 2. Jaynes kicks out at 2 and delivers a Meteora in return.
Who does she think she is?
Continuing with a barrage of fists to the forehead of Reka Tehaka, all the while still getting in her jabs to the devoted faithful as well. Now getting up to her feet, Jaynes pulls up Tehaka by the hair. Again, this is all legal. And delivers a face buster right into the mat. Definitely things are not turning out and have not gone the way that Rekka would have thought they would going into this. She and Manny have been through so much the past couple of weeks.
When people hit me from behind, you're nothing.
Rekka delivers a left forearm, now a right, followed up by a second right. Oh, Jaynes delivers a chop, putting Rekka to her knees. back up to her feet. And a chin buster delivered by Reka Tehaka puts Jaynes on her heels, coming back with a back elbow slap, followed up with a lariat, and now a roundhouse kick. Jaynes is on her back, and Rekka has quickly turned the pace of this match. She's now up onto the top rope, and the Superfly double chop puts Jaynes on her back. Rekka, go for the pinfall, you've got this. Almost as fired up as she is the devoted faithful, rallying behind her into a full mount and raining down. Jaynes trying to block what she can, bucking to get her off. Jaynes now crawling to the side of the ring, and she's pulled out a towel. Jaynes has pulled out a towel. She's thrown in the towel. She has forfeit this match. Christy James has forfeit the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Reka Tehaka.
But wait a second, Jaynes is now using the towel to choke out Reka Tehaka. Kid ref calling for the bell. Not much he can do. Rolling out of the ring, Christy James going back into the locker room area. Hopefully we can get some officials out to check on Rekka. Make sure she's okay. Izzy checking in on her. And Dewey's there as well. Folks, don't go anywhere. Still to come, we're going to hear from Marlon Bishop, and then the big news, the big announcement, the life-changing announcement, supposedly, from Mean Mike. And then in our main event, Marlon Bishop looks to defeat the champion, Tom Chad.
Welcome to the Enforcer Marlon Bishop show. Glad you tuned in. Promise not to disappoint. See, tonight is the night that the Enforcer takes the DCW Heavyweight Championship home. And Tom Chad, Chump, listen here. I'm glad you came. Thanks for keeping the title warm for me, by the way. But I'm gonna go ahead and take that off your hands tonight. Cause see, I'm gonna hurt you. And when I say I'm gonna hurt you, I mean I'm gonna hurt you real bad. Like your kids ain't gonna recognize you, your mama. I'll see you soon, champ.
So, I gotta
Folks, Filter has interrupted Mean Mike's big announcement, and oh my gosh. This is, oh my gosh. This is, holy crap. Gosh, this isn't good.
The following contest is set for one fall. And is for the Devotion Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Enforcer, Marlon Bishop.
Marlon Bishop, despite being fairly new to professional wrestling, not new to professional sports. And I know I say it all the time I see him, but I truly mean it, folks. Keep an eye on this man, because he is the real deal. And listen to that response from the devoted faithful. You know that they know he's the real deal as well. It was Bob Marley who said he's going to be like an iron lion in Zion, and that's what Marlon Bishop is doing tonight, hopefully against Tom Chad here in Salt Lake City at the Gateway. Thanks for joining us, folks. We truly do appreciate it. We appreciate our fans that have come out here for our live taping and who are participating in social distancing and in the safety precautions needed.
And his opponent, from the Derriere Farm, weighing in at 320 pounds, he is the only man to win both the DCW Core Championship and Heavyweight Championship. He is your reigning and defending Devotion Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, pineapple-clad Tom Chad.
He was, in fact, the inaugural Core Champion. Pineapple-clad Tom Chad coming out to the ring. Looks like he's sporting a new hairdo. I don't really know if I think it suits him well. Yeah, see, he wants to show it off. Yeah, trust me, buddy, you are no Bo Derek. Not in the least bit. But he is the DCW champion. Boy, look at that. He is so proud of those, I guess you call them braids. They're not great, that's to say the least. And they're definitely not going to deter Marlon Bishop, the enforcer, one bit. The DCW title, once held by Manny Lemons, was then lost to Sam Adonis and then won by Tom Chad. That's kind of how it has traveled. We will see tonight if it gets placed in the hands of another man in Marlon Bishop or will remain with Tom Chad. Our commandant of officials, Dewey Larson, refereeing this match. We couldn't be in possibly better hands. Checking to see if our competitors are ready. Dewey says they are and calls for the bell. This game is on. Like an offensive nose guard, Marlon Bishop known for jumping right off the line and into the match. Tom Chad saw it coming, able to sidestep, taunting him a little bit, likening him into a Toro. Went for it a second time, but Marlon was ready to stop himself. And with the right fist, puts down Tom Chad easily. Followed up with a lariat. Tom Chad back down on his posterior once again. A good spot for him, if you ask me. Oh, down he goes again. Marlon is fired up. Oh, Tom Chad delivers a low blow, and Dewey is not having it. I'm telling you, there is none better in business than Dewey Larson. We are extremely happy to have him, trying to bring some sort of legitimacy to this match. Dewey now checking on Marlon Bishop to see if he can continue after that low blow. Obviously in lots of pain. And Tom Chad taking advantage of the injured, no doubt, Marlon Bishop. I definitely wouldn't call Tom Chad a technical wrestler, but he can brawl with the best of them. You might need more than that, though, against the enforcer, Marlon Bishop. We saw this in the triple threat match with Manny Lemons. He went for a purple nurple, and it backfired on him in a very bad way. Learned from his mistake, though dumping fuel onto the fire that is Marlon Bishop. Tom Chad definitely hoisted by his own Jean-Luc Picard on that one. Scoops him up and slams down the big 300-plus pounder like it ain't no thing. I'm telling you, folks, Marlon has got all the right tools to be successful in professional wrestling, the same tools that made him such a success in the Professional Football League, and now pulling out those gross braids that Tom Chad had in his hair. Marlon Bishop making a bit of a statement here, not finishing the match right off the bat, but instead taking his time to really get in and put the hurt onto Tom Chad. Marlon has had a bit of a frustrating 2020 here in the ring. He's had some losses that he should have won, and he's just finally getting things going his way. And I think Tom Chad is the recipient of all of that pent-up frustration and anger. And giving him hand gestures like that are in no means going to calm that fire with a jumping European uppercut. Tom Chad is truly feeling the force of the Enforcer. Bishop now taking Tom Chad off of the ropes, swings back, drops him back down with a big old lariat, shades of Stan Hansen style. Gives him a second dose. Bishop now going up to the second rope. You don't see a big man up on the ropes that much, but when you've got a Superman punch in your arsenal, however, Tom Chad scouted it out and delivered a shot right to the breadbasket of Marlon Bishop. Oh, and see, this is the new Tom Chad. The new Tom Chad who is all about bending the rules, using the 5 count to try and get an advantage that he otherwise wouldn't be able to have. Marlon Bishop not getting up very quickly at all.
You all know how this goes. I don't like it.
Calling back to his old catchphrase, but instead giving the time that Marlon Bishop needed to compose himself, and now comes back with a direct elbow to the guts, bounces his head off the turnbuckle, now off the other turnbuckle, stumbling back into the center of the ring. He's going for a third. Marlon Bishop letting Tom Chad know that he's not going to like any of it at all. Goes all to the fourth, now back again. Off the post, definitely punch drunk at this point. Ask the fans if they want one more. They, of course, say yes, and Marlon Bishop won to oblige. Tom Chad not even able to stay bipedal at this point. Referee Dewey checking on Tom Chad to see if he's even in a position to continue. I mean, Tom Chad's not that intelligible as is. Bishop, though, Superman punch. It doesn't get any prettier than that, folks. I don't care what roster you're on, that is the way to do a Superman punch. Bishop now delivering his calling card for his finisher, the Bishop's Cross. The stomp seemed to always preempt one of the most beautiful finishers in a fireman carry snap scoop slam. Are we going to see it right here? Into the fireman carry, scoop slam. Filter, oh my gosh. Filter has just taken out our referee. Oh, this is, oh my gosh, no. If anyone can stop Filter, it's Marlon Bishop. And oh, no. No. Filter delivering the F-bomb, and oh my gosh, folks, we're out of time. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay devoted.
Now I will kill you.